if you had to tell people a bottle of wine or a brand of wine to drink while watching Napa Ever After, what is your recommendation?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. Just get a glass of wine. Any glass of wine will do. Just make it a good one and make it a nice heavy pour.
I'm realizing there's a theme here with some of the stories that we're telling right now, which is our ancestors or the people before us, our grandparents are giving people things in these films. Why do you think that's so important to touch on?
Well, particularly, a lot of people, a lot of cultures have the benefit of having things passed down to them. We don't always have that, right? So as African Americans, you know, generational wealth can be made with the smallest investment, be it a house that you got from your grandma, a couple of acres of land from whomever. That little seed is enough to, if treated and nurtured properly, is enough to get you on the road to creating lasting wealth for your family and generations down the road. So I like to have the opportunity to show that what that looks like when it manifests in our communities, right? Be it, again, getting a house from someone. Not everyone has that opportunity. And I think a lot of people take what that can mean and how that can go, how far something being bequeathed to you can go in setting you and your family up down the road and passing on legacy, passing on our traditions, passing on our history. So I like to explore that aspect in some of the movies that we do, just to kind of get that out there and take a deeper look at it. And you combine that with a nice, warm, wholesome feeling of connecting with family and what family mean, and the memories around family, and the memories around, particularly in Napa Ever After, a little girl being around a grandma, and having those memories of being at the vineyard and writing her name on a cork whenever a new bottle is created. I just think it's also touching, and it's a wonderful and enriching and a very rooting point of entry for our stories.
Now, film context and TV context to podcasts. Why does that seem like such an amazing concept that nobody has come up with before y'all?
Well, there are a lot of, there are a lot of audiobooks out there. For us, what we wanted to do, we're a storytelling brand. So we wanted to create an immersive experience for our audience and for our viewers and for our AA women to not only, there are plenty of books that we can read, there are plenty of audiobooks that we can listen to, but to take into, like, when you start listening to Crimson Hearts Collide, you are pulled into the environment. You hear the activity on the farm. You hear the activity in New York City. You're there with a little bit of imagination. You're right in the middle of this story with Sonora and Zeke. And I just thought that was such a more interesting approach to a romantic story than just maybe just a book that's, you can make an audio version to, but a fully produced audio immersive experience, I think, really lends itself to the Hallmark storytelling brand. And specifically in the mahogany world, you don't have a lot of books out there or options out there for scripted podcasts that are in the kind of more wholesome Black romance space.
Last question is a trick question of the two. Which is your favorite?
Oh, you can't pick your children. I like them both for different reasons. Like you, I love being immersed in that sound. I love listening to a scripted podcast, and I love listening to our scripted podcast. I'm in my car, or I'm in the kitchen on a Saturday morning making biscuits or something, and I'm hearing all of this, and I'm really brought right into this world with Sonora and Zeke and everyone on the farm. And as someone who grew up on a farm, it takes me back. So it's amazing, beautiful, immersive, romantic escape. Now, on the Napa Ever After side, I'm a girl that believes in happy endings. So, watching that movie and seeing the beautiful vistas, and I had an opportunity to actually be on set for a few days, and just seeing the process, seeing the character of Cassandra just, evolve, and not only discover a new confidence and a new ability and a new connection with family, but her having her happy ending, her Napa Ever After, finding her ever after on the vineyard, finding her ever after with this amazing new man, finding her ever after with opening up and giving herself over to a new opportunity that she never even knew that she would enjoy and she could step up to.